Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm your imaginary friend Jack, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be playing some Final Fantasy XIV, which I normally stream Sundays 1 p.m. Pacific time over on twitch.tv/ImaginaryFriendJack. But I thought it would actually be fun to record doing some quests from Final Fantasy XIV, specifically the Dark Knight quests. For those of you who do watch the stream, y'all will know that Spicy Moon, my femro badass character, who is currently working her way through Stormblood, and I'm currently working through Stormblood for the first time, on my way to Endwalker and then eventually Dawntrail, is maining as a Dark Knight right now. And so we haven't done any of the level 60 Dark Knight quests yet. I've been saving them all for this recording. Stream has been begging to do the Dark Knight quests on stream. They haven't. They haven't. But I thought it would be fun to do a recording of them. And because I love this game and this character. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So without further ado, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's jump into the game. Currently, we are in Mist, our home. Oh, with the graphics update, Spicy looks so good. Look at this, look at this. And she's working through Stormblood. You can actually see some of the story of Spicy and follow her journey. As we do this, I'll leave links down in the description so you can kind of get some of her backstory. But she looks so good. She looks cool. She's wearing a lot more armor still than she normally would. But yeah, all right. So Korthus we go. We're going to the Forgotten Night. We're gonna meet our friend Shadowbringers. Also, I'm sorry if you hear a fan in the background. It's very hot, so I will be running a fan during this whole thing. Thank you, camera. Sorry. Just checking on where my cat went. Hold on. You can't go outside. It's not, no, I don't trust you. All right, so to the Forgotten Night we go. Get on the Aethernet. I know it's close by. I know that I could just run there, but I don't want to. So far with Stormblood too, it's been pretty good. I know it's not everybody's favorite expansion. It's not as good as Heavensward was to me. Heavensward was absolutely fantastic, and out of the three, kind of A Realm Reborn, Heavensward, and now Stormblood. I'm not through Stormblood yet, but out of those three that I have played or am playing, Heavensward has definitely been my favorite. I think the story was fantastic. It was beautiful. It was just great. And did somebody else just drop down? Yes, they did. In memories we walked.
Spicy, fellow master of the dark arts, and yet that is but one of the many faces you wear. Slayer of gods, rider of dragons, savior of Ishgard, a hero by any measure, who stood against Nidhogg on the steps of faith when others fled.
Bless you, wherever you are, Leo. Oh, you're up in the thing. Bless you. He just sneezed a bunch.
A hero who walks in the light and fights for the great cause, and a knight who walks in darkness and fights for the forgotten. A contradiction, some might say. Rubbish, I say, but you tell me, do you yet walk the path?
So long as innocents suffer, I will not forsake the abyss. I must forsake the abyss to serve the light, then so be it. So far as innocents suffer.
I thought not. Then let us speak as comrades.
By the way, yes, that is the voice I've chosen to do for Shadowbringers. On the stream, I voice all the characters when they don't have their voice acting done. I try to get close, but Shadowbringers, no, this is just his voice.
Ishgard has seen much change in recent days, and many proclaim it to be the dawning of a new era of peace and prosperity. an enlightened age, yet, as we both know, the brighter the light, the deeper the shadows. As Dark Knights, we must remain vigilant for injustice and be ever ready to defend the weak and the downtrodden, now more than ever. It has been a while since we patrolled the streets of our fair city, felt the cobbles beneath our boots and so forth. A tour from the top might be in order. Why don't we start at the last vigil?
You got it, buddy. So, it's definitely like playing as Spicy. I started out as a monk, as a pugilist, rather, and I liked doing DPS, but I definitely found that with my playstyle, doing tank rolls was definitely more my speed as far as a player, and as far as the character of Spicy goes, really, it just kind of fits her as a character, to be the tank. But you know, she went strict then to warrior. She switched over to doing warrior main, and now she's doing Dark Knight, and she kind of splits between those two. She's a tank through and through. I do play as a samurai every once in a while, still as DPS, but mostly, at least on stream, we're Dark Knighting it. Plus, she has her bat, which you will get to see soon, and her bat is amazing. Both boys are in the window. Oh, like a legit cutscene. As you look on Fortamp Manor, you but reflect upon your time in Ishgard, the comrades with whom you traveled, and those lost along the way. That Harshavant and Isael broke my heart. I almost cried on stream. Also almost cried on stream during something in Stormblood recently that I won't spoil. That's one of the great things about these games, is they really make you care about the characters, and you fall in love with these characters. It's chef's kiss.
You seem distracted. All right. You were a ward of House Fortamp.
Once upon a time.
No, I suppose not.
What broke?
Darndest thing, but I swear I heard something in your pack break.
Is that my Dark Knight crystal?
Bloody hells. Is that your soul crystal? What happened to the other half?
What the hell? Forgive me. It seems I am the one responsible. Who are you? Who is this child?
I do not know you, boy. Name yourself.
Mist, my lord.
I'm no lord, and you're no mist. Don't think I wouldn't know a bastard of the broom by sight.
I have a power which I can use to help those in need. Alas, this power requires a tremendous quantity of aether. I thought to draw on natural sources nearby, but in doing so, I stole a portion of that contained within your crystal. Forgive me. Please forgive me. I will return it to you, I promise. But I must first ask that you allow me to use a portion. Mist, what is it? Who do you want to help? Anyone, everyone. Look around you. Is not this world filled with sadness and despair? If I can free but a single person from their burdens. He means well enough. Why don't we help him find someone in need and give him a chance to use his power?
Oh, bloody brilliant. Let's believe the mysterious boy with the mysterious power who mysteriously stole a portion of Spicy's soul crystal. What could possibly go wrong? Well, it's your crystal, Spicy. Either we deal with the boy here and now, or we go along with his plan. And since you're not reaching for your sword, I gather it's the latter.
Yeah, we don't...
Congratulations, boy, you get your wish. We're not like to find any poor unfortunate souls here, so I suggest we head to Foundation. And if we find one suitable there, You are to return what you stole at once, understood?
Yes, my lord. Thank you for placing your trust in me. And I am going to pause recording for right now. That was months ago. I started to record the Dark Knight quests for Final Fantasy XIV for Spicy Moon back in June. And it is now August 28th. Yeah, so much stuff has happened. Some of it if you follow me over on Twitch, you know about. But just a lot has happened in the last couple of months. But finally, I'm back. I'm recording again, and I am excited to do this. And I'm sorry that it has taken me so long. I'm sorry that I haven't been around on YouTube. I've been around on Twitch. So if you aren't following me on Twitch, twitch.tv/ImaginaryFriendJack, you should follow me over there. I go live on Sundays and every Thursday that I can. But yeah, I'm excited to be back. I am. And I've recorded some stuff with some friends, Little Miss Lana and Gray. We played some interesting games. I've got more recording sessions planned on the way. I've got so many games. I'm going to try to record some stuff for Halloween. Some stuff I've been wanting to record forever. But, excuse you. Did you have something you wanted to say? I am cursed, and nothing wants me to record this. All right, well, let's see. I have to, first of all, you can tell where we are in the story. We've just kind of, we're getting close to ending Stormblood. That's how long I've been streaming this game. And Spicy is in her war outfit right now because she's about to go take on a pretty big fight, actually, in one of the patches. We actually tried to do it this last Sunday on Twitch, but then DDoS attack happened in the middle of it, so we all got kicked, and that's how the stream ended. So anyway, let's get back into our different glamour plate. Not in the nethers. Nope. God, there it is. God, don't look at any of that. That's not for you. All right, and let's go back to In Memories We Walked. Back to Foundation. I'm pretty sure the last time I recorded, the graphics update hadn't happened yet. I gotta adjust my monitor. Everything is falling. Everything is failing. Everything is going wrong. But I think I remember last time that we had started our quest to try to find... We have to talk to people. We have to talk to people. We're looking for people. I don't necessarily remember. All I remember is we talked to Sidurgu and some little kid who I can't remember. Millie? Are you who I'm talking to? You have my assurances that the remaining funds will be delivered soon. Surely that is enough to convince you to resume work.
I've got a score of clients clamoring for me services. Clients willing to pay in full in advance. I'd be a fool to put you ahead of them.
A lot of people in Korthus, Ishgard specifically, speak like Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. So get ready to hear a lot of that. I understand. I do, but it has been an eternity since we first brokered this arrangement. And many of my clients of whom you speak have come to you recently. Many of the clients who have... I know this to be true.
It's one thing to aid the scholastic, milady, but you've got to understand me position here. Bloody politics it is. No man lifts a chisel till we're paid in full. I'm sorry, but that's the way it's gotta be. A blessed evening to you.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I did not notice you standing there. Yeah? As you may have overheard, I am funding the restoration of the statue of Saint Valorant. And as you may have guessed, it's not going well. On account of my insufficient funds and my family growing infamy. My cousin was Sir Ignatius first Saint of the Heavens Ward. Ooh. That ain't good. He served the Archbishop faithfully, together with his sworn brothers, great goodly men who were complicit in terrible crimes, if Sir Aymeric and this warrior of light are to be believed. Yeah, if they're to be believed. Ignatius was distraught when he learned the statue had been destroyed by the Travanians. He took it upon himself to champion its restoration, but because of the tales, others are reluctant to involve themselves. I do not know nor care if Sir Aymeric speaks the truth. Ignatius was my cousin and a man of the Fury, and I will honor him by completing his legacy. Or so I once believed. Perhaps it is indeed beyond me. Search the foundation for people in distress. I was right. I was right to do this. All right. Yeah, so canonically, obviously in the playthrough of the game, Spicy Moon is the Warrior of Light. She is the wool. But canonically, in the world that I have built with my free company, she is not. So that's why, if she's to be believed. We found someone, didn't we? I knew it. I knew we would. Oh, it's the kid. Mist. I can help her. Yes, I will make it right. I have the power. Come, let's not keep this poor woman waiting. Misty. As there. Yes. Another quest where I have to go back and forth between things. People, not things. Saint Valorant's Forum. Is this child a friend of yours? The way he stares at me is somewhat. Do you wish to see your cousin again? Well, yes, I would love to see Ignasi again. More than anything, but I know I will not. He walks in Halone's halls, I am certain. Think of him. Think of his face, of his smile, of his laugh. Remember every moment you shared, every memory, and hold that image of him in your mind's eye. And then go to a quiet place you shared where no one will come. Wait for me there.
Wait for me there.
This kid's creepy as all hell. I really don't understand what this is all about, but since you seem so earnest, I will trust in you and do as you ask. There is a garden to the south of the tribunal, of which we were both... Oh, this is still her. There's a garden to the south of the tribunal, of which we were both fond. I pray you will explain all to me when this is finished. So is this kid going to be able to embody people? Go with her. I will go to Sturgu and Rie and bring them with me. Then you will understand what I can do and why you must help. That's a promise. Isn't it that basically, like, if I remember correctly, this kid has a piece of, like, the stone that I need, or that, like, my soul stone, basically, as part of themselves? Something like that? Again, it's been forever since I've played this part of it. I've been playing the rest of the game, but I specifically wanted to record this for YouTube. And since I haven't been able to do that, because life... Am I going the wrong way? Probably. It's been a while... excuse me, since I've been to Ishgard. So, you know, I've been in Alamigo a lot lately, and, you know, Girabania, and all the places, you know, for Stormblood, and the patch content. So I've kind of forgotten Ishgard just a little bit. It's been a while, okay? Leave me alone. Stop judging me. Your friend has arrived. He has brought companions, I see. No, it cannot be. Yes.
Ignacy, is it really you? Oh, praise Helona, you're alive, you're alive.
My dear cousin, how it warms my heart to see you in good health. I pray you will forgive me for my lengthy absence.
Don't be foolish. There's only joy to see you return. Come, we must go to your father and mother at once. How they will weep at the sight of you.
I cannot. Better for them to mourn me as the son who gave his life in service to his archbishop and his home. I have heard that you yet labor to the statue of Saint Frelaren to see the statue of Saint Frelaren.
I also have something in my tooth.
Know that I am grateful beyond measure.
I am undeserving of your praise, cousin, for all my efforts. The statue remains a shattered ruin. But seeing you here, so full of light and life, fills me with renewed conviction. I will see it through, I swear to you. And if you have indeed done the things they say, then perhaps it will earn you a measure of forgiveness.
I love you, cousin. Now, and ever after. Look after my parents and yourself.
I don't know how you did it, but thank you for bringing him back to me. But you must know he is not safe here. I pray you help him flee the city.
She's right. Ishgard is no place for a man of the Heavens Ward. We will sneak him out of the city. The fewer the better. Meet us at Falcon's Nest after. We have much to discuss.
Where is he?
Basically Batman. The Dark Knight quests. Melee! What do you have to say?
I will never forget this kindness. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Oh.
Alright. Bum 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 da ba da ba. Okay, so this kid, I'm pretty sure that guy died. I'm pretty sure that guy straight up died. What do you mean unable to teleport at this time? There we go. In the fight with the Heaven's Ward and stuff. I'm pretty sure that happened. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I played through that story arc. But I'm pretty sure that dude dead. Broken legs.
Missed. For fear of being seen by sentries, I bade the others go on ahead. We should hurry. The further they take Ignacy from Millie, the weaker he will become. I pray we are not too late.
Zoom, we fly. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba ba. So it's a little inside joke from the stream that anytime we travel, that Spicy flies through on Zoom, she hears the Indiana Jones theme music in her head. Even though she has no context for where that would come from. It's just a tune she has in her head.
Forgive me. Forgive me. I should have known the magic would not sustain itself for much longer. That which you see before you is Ignacy, what remains of him. I can give the memories form. I can breathe them full of life and return them to their loved ones. But as the memory fades, so too does the magic. Aether, formless and free. That which I took I used to make Ignacy and Millie whole. Draw your sword, reclaim that which was lost, consume the abyss with Soul Eater.
You mean my bat? Oh. I have to use my attack, Soul Eater. And I did it. It's been a while, I'm sorry. She also doesn't carry a sword, she carries a giant bat as a Dark Knight because reasons.
It's finished. Good. I've had enough of this farce. conjuring simulacrum of a bloody night of the Heavens Ward in the middle of Ishgard. Fury, take me, you're a fool. We're lucky to be alive. Your soul crystal's restored then?
Not quite.
Or not? Boy, explain. We had an agreement, boy. You were to return that which you stole.
Forgive me. I returned to you that which was used to give Ignacy life. But as for the remainder, 4 more times. It is within my power to do this 4 more times. 4 more times and you shall be made whole. You have my word.
For a boy with such an incredible power, you are remarkably helpless. Not only did you rob Spicy of her ether, you impose upon her to find your people in need. You want to do good. You want to be a hero. You want to help people. Then why weren't you you better prepared?
I will never be a hero. I only wanted to help. It is not death itself we fear, but the unfinished story. The promise of what could have been. It is enough to break a heart. And a woman. The shattered pieces of a life will never come together again. But if a glimpse of their loved ones grants them the peace they deserve, then I must.
It's your decision, Spicy. You are the victim.
Perhaps some good may come of this.
Thank you. Together we will make them whole. We're not going anywhere, Mist. Even Sid. He may look and act like a chocobo's arse, but he means well.
Fine. I'm only trying to put the fear of gods into the little shite. But by all means, go ahead and undermine my authority. Anyway, I'd rather not freeze to death out here in the snow. Let's return to the Falcon's Nest and discuss what to do next.
Beep, 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 beep.
In memories we walked. Oh wait, shit. I could have just flown and saved myself some gil. I have to buy an apartment in the game. And that costs so much money. And thankfully I got a loan from one of my dear free company mates, Mako. Alright, Sidergu.
Just what I needed, another child to look after. Am I a Dark Knight or a nursemaid? Even I don't know anymore.
You are Batman. You're collecting orphans.
But times, they are a-changin'. And perhaps we Dark Knights must change with them. Long-held truths are becoming lies, and villains heroes. Though I should be glad if I never have to deal with another hero again. No offense, of course, but you are the exception that proves the rule. The righteous are all too uncompromising, and woe betide the man who offends their delicate sensibilities.
What are we doing? It's like nothing wants me to actually record this. Oh, you're... What the hell was in there? I think my apartment's haunted.
On this episode of Ghost Hunters.
If anything, I say you are too accommodating. But it's your Aether and Soul Crystal stake. 4 times, he swears. But we shall hold him to it, together. In the meantime, you may as well get some rest or attend to other matters. These two can keep themselves company. Maybe I'll find somewhere to take a nap or tavern to have a drink.
Except I'm over-leveled, so I get to do it all now. The widow and her love.
Oh, thank the gods, an adult. Rhea has been spending a lot of time with Mist, keeping him company, getting to know him and so forth. Not that there's much to know. He won't talk about his home or his past. Doesn't seem to have any interest or skills beyond conjuring elaborate illusions derived from memories. I have no idea how he does it either, and more importantly, I'm not sure how we could take back an Aether he stole. We may have no choice but to agree to his terms unless you're content to carry half your soul crystal.
No, I'd like the whole thing, please. I've been working at a detriment lately.
I can hear you whispering, you know. Mist means well, and Spicy and I are willing to help him. Why aren't you?
I didn't say I was willing. I'm still here, aren't I? Right then. We found no one suitable for the boy's needs here. Rather than return to Ishgard, I say we try somewhere new. Let's head to Tailfeather.
Come on, let me see you shake your tail feather. Come on, let me see you shake your tail feather. Come on, let me see you shake your tail feather. I love the Blues Brothers. And that's a song in the Blues Brothers, which is why I know it. Come on. And every freaking time, I have to go to Tailfeather or hear Tailfeather said in this game, that is what my brain thinks of. Unnecessary Zoom trip.
Life here's not easy, but it is fulfilling all the same. That said, the hunters had no personal tales of profound tragedy to share. They did, however, tell me of an outsider recently brought here from Falcon's Nest, a prisoner actually, a woman named Loudy?
Or Loudy.
She's to atone for her crimes through hard labor, but the proctor has been zealous. He berates her constantly, and every day she bears fresh bruises.
Ishgardian justice, I know it well. If this woman is performing various chores for the hunters, then it should not be hard to find her. Come, let us look around.
Ishgardian justice sucks.
I think it's the glowing spot. Ha! This is the place, isn't it?
Insolent child, you are not to speak in the spoken to, is that clear?
Yes, my lord. Pray forgive me my impudence.
Is this the lady who poisoned us?
Do not play me for a fool. Your sins are beyond forgiveness. Sir Aymeric and his noble brethren may think you worthy of mercy, but I have seen your kind before. A swift death is more than you deserve.
A swift death is more than that bastard deserves. I can't imagine what she did to deserve that kind of treatment.
I think I might know.
You know her, Spicy.
I'm pretty sure she's the one who poisoned us and tried to kill. Yep, she led the protest at Falcon's Nest. She's the one who shot at the dragons.
Seven hells, she's the one who led the protest at Falcon's Nest. The one that nearly put an end to the peace conference, and she poisoned you?
Yep. I'd remember that pink hair anywhere.
Well, that explains a lot. Though if you, of all people, can find it in your heart to forgive her, or at least forsake bloody revenge, then it's hard to look at this and call it justice.
Her crimes were born of desperation and despair for her husband she lost. Perhaps if the two of them were to meet again.
Don't be foolish. She knows he's dead. You'll only cause her pain.
Pain is all that is left to her, don't you see? How they cry in the dark, how they mourn their dead, how it festers and spreads and corrupts them thoroughly. We've seen it. We have made it.
Who is we?
Fine. Do what you will. Conjure her husband. But do not come crying to me when she curses you for your kindness. I'll not give the hunters cause to turn their bows on us either. Rie, take Mist to the woods and hide, Spicy, and I will free the girl.
That sus look.
Rather, I will free the girl. She would know you at once and might misunderstand your intentions. We cannot risk the commotion. As for your part, no one is truly outside Halone's grace, don't you think? Confront the proctor. Make him see the error of his ways. If he's a good man, then he may yet repent for his wicked ways. If he refuses, then that is his choice to make, and he will have to accept the consequences of his actions. Doubly so if he bears steel, yes.
He is so ready to kill people. He is a dark knight.
Bah! The very sight of you fills me with murderous rage. See to your duties. I must needs cleanse myself of these impure thoughts through communion with nature. Perhaps a spot of fishing is in order.
Spicy casually imagining pushing this person into a lake and hoping he can't swim.
Now's our chance.
Nod, because nod is forever. Where do I need to go for this? Not the way that I am going.
Fly, you fool.
Into the Chocobo Forest.
All right, Proctor. Just knock his ass into the water.
Who are you? Why do you disturb me? A concerned adventurer who objects to my treatment of a criminal. Ha! If only you knew her sins, she would have been thrown to the witch drop. Alas, the Lord Speaker is, in his boundless wisdom and mercy, demanded that we spare the woman's life. But rest assured, I will see her every waking moment is filled with misery and scorn. You presume to judge me, a man of the church? I will not be cowed by your threats. The Fury guide and protect me. The Fury guide and protect me.
Oh, you're fighting an over-leveled Spicy Moon. I don't even think I need to put on my good stuff for you. I don't even need to put on my buffs. We're just gonna put a whooping on your butt. You know what? Big attack, just because I can. And one more big attack, just because I can. Because I look cool. Look at all that. That's thumbnail material right there. Ah, Spicy is such a badass. She really, really is. Inadvertently, through actions in the game and without any prior thought to it, we accidentally created a combination of Batman and Goku when we created Spicy. She's kind of, well, in-game, in the lore that we've created for her in-game, she is responsible for the extinction of 2 different species of animal because she was hungry, aka she was Goku. And she's also Batman because she's a Dark Knight main, and she's just like, she doesn't like to kill people, but you know, she's like the new Batman, and that rule is kind of meh. Depends on which universe you're in. She does it because she has to. You know, she's fighting the villains. It's not her first goal, but no, actually, the lore of Spicy Moon is really fun, and if you'd like to read it, I will make sure to have a link to the legend so far in the description down below, so you can learn a little bit about Spicy. And maybe I can even see about cutting together a video with her lore to talk about her backstory and stuff that I could put up on the channel too. That would be really fun.
Look, we have brought them together. We've made her whole.
Is that what's going on over there?
How she smiles. How her eyes sparkle. How beautiful this happiness.
With a giant hunt level monster in the background there.
Every night I dreamed of your face. I could have tried to stop you from going back to the front. Could have begged and screamed and cursed, but I didn't. Because I knew you'd listen. And even if you'd forgive me for it in one day, I never would. The arrow may have missed my heart, but I've been dead for a long time. All of this is just waiting. That's what I'd tell you, Stace, if I could. And then you'd stay. You can't stay stuck in that moment, Loudy. You've got to go on. You've got to forgive yourself. You've got to let me go. But I won't. I won't. If I do, who will be left to remember the man you were? The soldier, the husband. I'm the only one who knows, and it's my duty to hold on to that as long as I can. That's what I'd tell him if he were here. But he's not. He'll never come home to me. So please, put an end to this, whatever this witchcraft is.
They hadn't gotten the animation budget as that they would for later expansions just yet. Spicy Moon. Was this all your doing? No, it was mine. Forgive me, I thought that I only wanted to... I was wrong. I see that now. You have every right to be upset. It's all right, boy. It is. I appreciate your kindness, even if it was misguided. You too, Spicy. I blamed you for a lot of things. Hated you so much because I don't know. Because you came back and Stace didn't. Maybe. Because you weren't him. They say the war's over now, but it never ends for people like you, does it? There's always something worth fighting for. That's a lesson she's learned. Hi. I know what you are. I heard the stories as a child. Of the ones with neither shield nor sigil. Champions of the weak and the helpless, undeterred by the law of man or God. I couldn't stop you any more than I could have stopped Stace from walking out the door that day. So fight, damn you. Fight, if that's what you want. Just don't squander the time in between. There's never enough. Right. I suppose I owe it to him to try and make the most of what I've got left too. So I will. Take care. And thank you. God, the Dark Knight quests are so good. They're like heartbreaking, but like they're so emotionally impactful. And honestly, that's one of the things I loved about Heavensward was the emotional story and journey that you went through as a character and the side characters around you. It was just so fulfilling. It was a great story. And Stormblood, which we recently just finished, like I said, and I've gone into this more on stream, so I won't go into it too much here. We're in the patch content on our way to Shadowbringers now, which I'm very excited for. I've never played. This is the farthest I've played, you know. This is all our first playthrough, but Stormblood was a great, Stormblood was like an action movie. It was really good. It had good parts. The patches really pissed me off, except for the one that we're playing now. The patches in between the end of Stormblood MSQ and now really broke it. They were like the unwanted and unneeded sequel. Because Stormblood gave us a good villain. Spoiler alert, Xenos was a good, big, bad, evil guy that we really hadn't gotten in a while. Heavensward, though, was like an epic. It was an emotional journey all the way through. And you had, you know, in the Archbishop, you had the big, bad, evil guy, sure. But there was more to it. There was more along the way. You didn't have one good, just one central big, bad, evil guy that it could, you know, that you were focused on. You had all this other stuff around it. And whereas Heavensward for Spicy story was not the strongest moment so far. Stormblood was like the real impactful thing so far in her journey. It was like the hardest hit that she's taken so far. Heavensward was hard for her, don't get me wrong, and she lost good friends that she'd made, and it was an emotional gut punch. They have their own unique places in her journey, and it's really cool. Anyway.
She's gone. Reclaim your ether, Spicy.
Nope. This one. As the aether flows into your soul crystal once more, from the depths of the foiling abyss, you hear a whisper. Is it the boy? Forgive me. In the end, I could not make her whole. So much pain, so much loss. How it fills my heart and overflows. Maybe it is indeed beyond us. Maybe it is not in our nature.
You still got 3 more chances, don't you? There's no need to be so bloody melodramatic. At least not out here. We should go back to Tailfeather.
The urge to sing it again.
Your words did more for her than my illusion.
she's still a good person. So are you. I pray you both remember. What is this kid up to? Like, I almost flew into a rock. By the way, oh, I landed on the roof. By the way, do you like Zoom's little outfit? He's a postman. He's part of the postal service, and I love it. He's such a good boy. My little chocobo. Oh God, I would get a chocobo tattoo. I'd also get a tattoo of Spicy. In fact, I want to one day if I can ever get the money. But
Tattoos in this area are expensive.
but yeah, I would. If there was a Final Fantasy tattoo that I would get, it would probably be of a chocobo. And I know that's a little cliche, but I love them, and I would love to have a chocobo if they were real, like as a companion and as like a mount, as like a way to get to work and stuff. That'd be amazing. I would take care of it. It's just like having a horse, you know? And I would love that. Oh, look at the little baby chocobo running around.
On to the next, I would say. But Miss looks to be in no state to continue, which means we'll be staying here for a time, taking in the fresh country air, me and my little ones.
You're Batman, and this is your little Bat family.
For what it's worth, I think that woman is better off for what we did, or at least as good as anyone could be after what she's been through.
The Orphans and the Broken Blade. So this is the story of you three? God, has he been mopey this entire time?
Spicy, I'd imagine you'd like to get back to it, and so would I. Unfortunately, Mist remains inconsolable. His failure with Loudy, such as it is, weighs on his mind. He's afraid of repeating the same mistake with others. So, for lack of a better idea, I'm thinking it's time to pay another visit to those furry little shites in the churning mists.
What? But why? I can't imagine Mist helping a Moogle.
My master used to take me places in Mogholm when the city became too much. The fresh air, the quiet, the isolation. And yes, I've not forgotten how the Moogles helped Rie and me when we were moody and brooding. Though I would argue that we reconcile in spite of our intervention, not because of it.
I love that she takes the piss out of him. Whatever you say, Sid. Whatever you say. Don't worry. I haven't given up. How could I? You wouldn't. To the churning mist of Mogholm. Oh, God, I didn't realize when I recorded this that I was going to have to do so many voices, but I do so many voices during the week, or during the stream on Sundays.
Right then, water under the bridge, no need for palms to be torn off from heads and shoved down throats yet. Our Mist is taking in the sights, I believe. Why don't you join him?
Our Mist. Oh, I love that. That's cute. Cute. Cute.
Samal Summit.
Are we going in the dungeon? No, we're not. Wait. The Fires of Samal Hard. No. Ah, there he is. It was like, that's not where I'm supposed to go. Hey, kid, don't fall off, okay? Look, I like looking out at vast, empty spaces as much as the next kid. But, you know. I don't know where I'm going with that. The wind in your hair, the sun on your face. Here you can immerse yourself in the beauty and calm and forget the horrors. Almost. What have you seen, child? How far we have come, you and I. The others, they hesitate, but you understand the obligation, the duty, the need for atonement. For what do you need to atone? We have lost so much. So many friends and loved ones. So many moments. We thought we could keep and preserve them. But we are left with anguish in the end. Time strips us of even the bitter reminder, if we let it. But I cannot. This pain, this sadness, it is mine to bear, mine alone. This I understand now. Their grief will be mine, and in return I will give them peace. But who, and when, and where? That is the question.
Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
Who did I lose? Everyone. No one. We've always been apart, have we not? Perhaps one day you will understand, and then you will share my loathing and contempt. Oh, forgive me. I have been away from others for too long. Sid will be worried. We must return to them at once.
Kid, are you like the reincarnation of someone? He does kind of have Ysael's hair. Is this kid the reincarnation of Ysael? Or some weird combination of Ysael and Harshafal?
There you are. I trust Mist has had ample time to reflect upon his mistake.
I have. I am ready to resume my search for those I might help with my power. Difficult though it may be, I do not intend to give up.
Glad to hear it. In that case, there's no need to remain here any longer. I say we leave this accursed place and never return.
Don't be silly, Sid. I say we show Miss more of the Turning Mists. We did come all this way, you know. Come on. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Oh, damn it. They're friends now. No, wait just a goddamn moment. You can't go running off on your own like that. You'll get eaten by a three-headed gooboo. Rie! Bugger me with a bleeding. Come on, they cannot have gone far. Watch out for that belligerent Javanians and mischievous Moogles.
What a dad. He is so Batman. It's not even funny. I will say, another thing that I really liked, I liked in Stormblood, don't get me wrong, but I really liked in Heavensward was Stormblood had like distinct areas, right? Like you got these three kind of, well, not even three, like two. Oh no. Foolish fool. I'm too young, Cooper. I'm too young, Cooper. It had these like, you had Alamigo and you had Hingashi and Doma, right? And Hingashi and Doma kind of had like the same feel to them in a essence because they were the eastern side of Eorzea, or not Eorzea, but the eastern side of the continent and everything, and they had their own unique feel to them. But one of the things that I think Heavensward did, even though the areas were a little more samey in a sense, because it was all supposed to be in Ishgard, and so like the areas had this sense of cohesion to them, even though you had the snowiness and then you had like the dry area here, they all kind of had like a very similar feeling to them, and you got to explore more of it. Like it felt like you spent real time in the area, right? Versus I feel like with Stormblood, and I'm not knocking Stormblood, I'm knocking the patches on Stormblood, but Stormblood itself was really good. Like the main chunk of Stormblood was really good, but I feel like I didn't really explore the areas as much because I was constantly hopping back and forth between I'm in Alamigo and then now I'm in Doma and then back and forth, and I don't feel like I went everywhere. Here I felt like I spent time in each one of these places, you know?
Don't give me that look. If these little bastards didn't want their heads caved in, they should have tried to sneak up on me. Besides, they're still alive. You ought to give me credit for holding back. Anyway, I lost sight of the children. I'm not sure which way they went. I'll head north and circle back toward Asa. You head straight ways here.
But I'm not straight. What? She's not. Spicy, like me, is Pan. Oh, there's a duty. Duty. And I'm going to be level synced.
have seen the look on Sid's face when the Moogle started singing and dancing. He was utterly speechless. Why were the Moogles singing and dancing again? It was stupid, really, but I guess you could say that Sid had become obsessed with trying to live up to his master's example, and for all the wrong reasons. He lost his family when he was younger than me. Sarah Umpagne, Champagne, took care of him, and Frey. But then they died too, so it's just the two of us now. He was angry and short-sighted, but now, well, he's still both those things, but not as much as before. So that's progress, I suppose. Sid's master was very dear to him, wasn't he?
Oh, thank the gods. You shouldn't have run off like that.
Do you wish to see him again, your master?
Huh? Where is this coming from? What has Rie been telling you? I mean, there's much I wish I could have asked him before he passed, but... Wait, no, don't you dare, you little shite.
Oh no.
Oh, Sid. Charming as ever, I see.
Oh, we get to see Sid's master. That's cool.
Master?
And this must be Frey's successor. A worthy one, I have no doubt. My name is Umpagne, and it is an honor and a pleasure to meet you, Spicy. You did well to come so far on your own before meeting Sid, and together you have both grown so much in mind and body and soul as Dark Knights and as true heroes.
Huh?
There was a time when I was hailed as a hero too, for deeds meritorious in their defense of Ishgard and the name of the Fury. A brave and true temple knight I was, slayer of countless Dravanians, a commander beloved of and respected by his men. They would follow me into the seventh hell. And indeed, that is where I led them, time and time again. They would fall and I would earn their accolades, and then they would give me more green boys with dreams of glory. Green boys with red blood, spilled on white snow, again and again and again. And then one day I couldn't remember the first one's face. I had forgotten the face of the first boy who gave his life for me. That was the day I left the Temple Knights.
Ah, they're so tragic. I love it. It's good storytelling.
I know that tale by heart, but not the tale of what came after. Why, a goodly man with titles and wealth, a man who could have lived on his days in quiet comfort, why that man chose instead to walk the path and to once more accept 2 children into his care.
You asked me that question long ago, and I told you that one day you would understand when you were older and wiser and stronger. Shall we put you to the proof, Sid, and see if today is that day?
You always were fond of your tests.
Now, don't be cross. You've only yourself to blame. These are your memories, remember? But of course you do. The point is, deep down you wanted this, and while there's no substitute for the genuine article, you could do a lot worse. So do me the honor, all of you, one last dance with the dead. Show me the man you've become, Sidurgu of the Obsidian Heart! Children, get out of here.
Ah, Rie's gonna fight with us. That's cute. She's gonna be our little healer. Love it. I think she's a healer. All right. Is my grit on? No, it's not. Ooh, getting out of the way of his big attack. I want that attack. No, leave her alone. Ooh. trying to destroy all of these things before they hurt REA the voiceless. Ooh, not cool. Getting out of the way again. Oh, REA, heal yourself maybe, and Sidorgu maybe too. I can heal myself, but... Ooh, stop doing that. Oh, shoot. Okay, cool. Ooh, stop attacking a child. Ooh, stacking on Sid, stacking on Sid. Whoo, doggies.
You never were one to hold back.
Hey, focus on me, dude. Leave your boy alone. This is a fun little fight. Ooh, getting out of that. Stop attacking the child. Ow. Sid, can you just, like, get out of the way, please? You keep taking every hit, but I'm trying to... I can't heal you, my dude. Stacking again. Whew. Can you leave him alone, maybe? No. Damn it. Well, hopefully that wasn't a... Can you leave this child alone? Ha! Magnificent, Spicy. Frey would be proud of you. I'm assuming that Sid was supposed to fail.
Well done, Spicy. Well done indeed. Frey would be proud to know that you carry on his legacy. And mine.
Or their legacy, because I'm pretty sure Frey is canonically non-binary.
And Sid. Sid, my boy, my beloved boy. You nearly had me. Oh, spare me your sympathy, your bloody shade. I lost, and that's the end of it. You kept Rie and Spicy out of harm's way, Sid. You did well. Learn to shut up and take a compliment.
I have that problem too, don't worry. I do.
You asked me once why I chose to walk the path, why I chose to look after you and Frey, even though deep down you already know. But since I lost, I owe you the answer from my lips. I was angry. Angry with the Temple Knights, angry with myself, angry with the twisted world where good men die for nothing. I was seeking justice for my boys, and forgiveness for my sins. I saved lives and punished the wicked, and for a time, that was enough. But nothing lasts forever, does it? And a man ought to have a legacy. I failed my boys as a Temple Knight, but you two were my second chance. I would teach you everything I knew, everything I learned from my mistakes, so you wouldn't have to make them. I would send you out into the world to do great things, and maybe it would balance out. Well, that's all I have to say about that. You know what comes next, don't you? Nod, because nod is forever. Though I suppose I ought to give you a word of advice before I disappear in a puff of smoke. I am your predecessor's master, after all. People like us will never know peace. Every moment brings us closer to death. Those of our enemies, our loved ones, and yes, our very own. The fear of death is what keeps most men alive. That dread, that desperation to escape the inevitable. If only for a little longer. But we are not like most men. We have seen what awaits us beyond the abyss. We have tasted that despair, bathed in that oblivion. We have wept rivers for our dead and cursed the gods for their cruelty. That is our sword and our strength, and that is why you may one day stand above us all. May the gods have mercy on your soul. Ouch! Take care, Sid. Be nicer to the girl, and try to be less of a chocobo's arse. Oh, for the love of... God, you're my own subconscious. Why do you do this to yourself? I need to go to therapy.
He does. Oh, for a second I almost had a mini heart attack and thought I wasn't recording everything.
In the depths of the abyss, a flame lingers.
I'm trying to use Soul Laser, but it won't let me.
As the aether flows into your soul crystal once more, from the depths of the fading abyss, you hear a whisper. Good, good. Glad to see it all worked out in the end. As for you, Mist, I distinctly recall telling you not to do that.
Forgive me. Had I known it would come to violence, I...
Don't you dare start pouting. I'm annoyed, and sore all over, but it's nothing that won't heal with time. All I ask is that you promise not to do it again without warning and consent.
Because consent is key and consent is sexy.
Memories can be powerful and painful in more ways than one. That said, he was right. I have only myself to blame. I thought I could defeat him. I would have. But I didn't think I had a chance then, so I didn't.
His injuries are worse than I thought. We should hurry back to Mogholm. For a moment, I was certain he would fly into a fury. Could it be that he is grateful for the experience after all? Nod. Then it was not in vain. Tired and broken though he may be, he is nevertheless better for the pain, and in time we may be too. There's still hope. Redemption is not beyond us.
Are you the reincarnation of freaking...
I gotta see if I can find some time to do more of the raids. So that's another thing that I recorded the other day with Ilma, Lana, and Gray, is Spicy has not done all the raids for Heaven's Ward or Stormblood or anything really, except for the Crystal Tower. So we recorded some of the raid content the other day, and we gotta find some time to do more, and then I can start putting those out.
I'm afraid Rie is right. I'm going to need some time to recover. I'm not fit to travel in my condition. Which means... Oh, gods help me. I'm gonna have to stay with these furry little shits forever. Longer. 2 more times, was it? 2 more times and we'll be finished with this boys' crusade. Not soon enough. Spicy, be a dear and punch a Moogle for me, would you?
God, I love him. Punch a Moogle for me, would you? A Moogle is another tattoo I would get. Maybe I could get both. As you can see, Sid is yet to fully recover from his bout with Sir Albain, and there's no telling how much more time he will require. But my quest will brook no delay. If we must seek out another soul in need of succor, I hate that word, without their assistance, then so be it. Do you agree? Sure, let's go, kid. Just don't use that word again. Then we are of one mind. Now then, where shall we begin our search? War is perhaps the greatest source of man's misery. So much death and destruction. A battlefield, perhaps? Yes. The slaughter you bore witness to at Castor Morians is precisely that which I speak. A tragedy which tore apart the lives of every man, woman it touched. My mind is made up. That is where we must go. Castor Morians, really?
If I had my way, I'd not let you out of my sight. But again, it's your soul crystal stake. I'm only here to help you reclaim your ether. If you think you can look after the boy by yourself, then by all means. As for me, I think I've finally regained enough strength to make the journey back to Ishgard. When you've finished in Girabania, come and find us at the Forgotten Night.
Oh yeah, this did kind of take place during Stormblood. All right. Castromorians. Was not expecting to go there. I was expecting to kind of stick around Ishgard, but hey, we get to see a little bit of Alamigo. Castromorians. How it buzzes with life. So many brave soldiers resolve to do their duty no matter the cost. But have no doubt there will be a cost, and it will be most high, for no man is beyond the reach of fate. Death will not be denied. This place, it weighs on me. Anywhere but here I would search. Okay, well, kid, you know. We're going over there. I can't fly here. That's right. I haven't done all of the flight quests here, so I haven't even explored this part of the map. Holy crap. Wow. I was not expecting this. We gotta hoof it. No, I don't want to do the fate. No fate but what we make. If you could change your fate, would ya?
I discovered a new location.
Oh, Gaian. What are you doing here by your lonesome?
Come to share the fire. I would stand to greet you, stranger, but my legs, my eyes, the whole of me is not what it once was. Spicy. I know that name and that voice. By Rolger, you're still alive. Praise him. Praise him.
Who is this man on the verge of death? Is he your friend?
Nay, though I am flattered that you would think so. This woman made medicine for me long, long ago, at the behest of Captain Meffred, when we were still in Quarry Mill. If I had kept it all for myself, I'd have made a full recovery, but I couldn't. I had a dear friend, you see, and so I made a choice. He got better. I didn't. Ended up working for the Griffin he did, as a right-hand man even. But like all the rest of us who went to the wall, he never came back. The irony of it, that I would be the one to outlive them all, if only for a little while. And so I sit here and await the reckoning as I rot from the inside out, the husk of the freedom fighter I aspired to be.
No, this is not the end you deserve. I will not allow it. The man he spoke of, the one whose life he chose to save at the cost of his own, that man is proof of his nobility. If he were here. I love that warm glow. I swear you're the reincarnation of Isael the more I look at you, kid. Do you wish to see him again, your dear friend?
Hodot? Aye, more than anything. But there's no point in praying for the impossible. He died with the rest, I'm sure of it. He was the Griffin's double, and one of the top commanders besides.
Oof. The Griffin was not a good dude. He was also someone we had dealt with several times.
You're a kind boy, you are, and I'm grateful for the company in these twilight hours. But there's no need to trouble yourself further. My time is nearly spent.
The Griffin, you might say, was sloppy. Then spend the remainder thinking of better days, Gaian, and not dwelling on the deaths of me and mine. Oh, good Lord, my light went out. Everything's going wrong.
God strike me down, Hodot. No, it can't be. This is not more than a trick or an illusion, a lie. But even if it is a lie, hear me, Hodot. I have a favor to ask of you. One final favor for a dying fool. Return to the Reach, to Bloodstorm. Offer a prayer to our brothers there.
I will, Gaian. You have my word. We should talk outside. Rest well. I like to imagine he just closed his eyes right there and was gone. He might still be there forever. I don't know. He could be an NPC that's always there. To Mefrit and Gaian, you were larger than life. I always wanted to meet you, and here we are. Though I reckon this doesn't really count, does it? If only I could go back and tell myself what a blind, bloody fool I was to place my trust in the Griffin. Maybe then Gaian wouldn't be dying alone. Listen, he hasn't got much time. I'll lead the way. The wilds between here and the Reach aren't too dangerous, but as you can see, I'm unarmed, so I'll not be any good to you in a fight. Nor will I fear. I'll have to rely solely on you for protection. Don't worry. I've no doubt you can keep us safe. You're the bleeding warrior of light, after all. Let us be off. Hold Art. Are there any aether currents around? Oh, to the southeast. Which happens to be where I'm heading. A spinner. A lesser gana. Hold Art. No. Who do I gotta smack? Oh, big boys. Okay. Is my grit on? Yes, it is. Quickly fight the Gargana. The Lady Garganas. Ra ra Gargana. Gaga gana na. Gaga ooh la la. Long neck Gargana. Yes, I am that dumb. Haven't you missed me? Bye bye. Father, help.
Strong as ever, eh? Stronger even than you were that day, I reckon. They say that when the Griffin's men realized you were coming to stop them, they grew panicked and unsure. How could they take up arms against a woman hailed as the hero of Eorzea, a hero who had personally intervened in their lives for the better? Some stood their ground and died then and there, for it, I imagine. Others looked the other way and tried to find some more Imperials to kill. I pray I wasn't foolish enough to try and fight you. I owed you better.
Hodart. Hodart, speak to me.
I'm fine. Just got dizzy all of a sudden. We have to hurry, do you hear me? We have to make it to the Reach.
Hodart, you better not fail.
One of the things I really like about Final Fantasy XIV is the fact that, yes, you know, it's an MMO. There's definitely things that are kind of cliche MMO things. But for the most part, like, it really tries to be a good story. Like, it's limited by some things, sure. Like, you can't really change too much as far as locations or make super dramatic changes all the time. And, you know, there's been little things that I wish, like, you know, in a different game or a different style of game it would have been. But overall, it's been really fun and engaging.
I made a promise to Gaian. I will not fail you, brother.
It cannot be the distance. We haven't traveled far enough yet.
A man's memories cannot outlive him. I told you, he hasn't got much time, and neither do I. I'll hold on as long as I can, but in the end, it's not up to me.
He's dying. So I'm going to take a side quest and go get this aether current. I'm
if it's on the way. We're not gonna make it to the Reach if you keep stopping, dude.
So close.
Hodart, you must go on. You must make Guyan whole. Remember, Hodart.
Don't you think I know that? He saved my life. And we all went and died for naught. For naught. All we ever wanted was to go home. Oh, come ye wayward brothers, bereft of hearth and home. Beneath yon burning stars there lies a haven for the bold. Raise up your hands and voices, let fill your hearts with pride. Above the churning waters we stand strong and unified. Oh, come ye wayward brothers. We can still go on. Even now, after everything we have done, we can still go home.
Oh, come ye wayward brothers. I wish I knew the other lyrics. Played this whole time. Ah, he didn't make it.
He fell and would not rise. Began to shake and... He was so close. He could have made it. He should have made it. How cruel the gods to tempt us with the promise of redemption. We did not fail. They failed us. They failed us. Forgive me. Forgive me, my failure is my own. I had my chance and I squandered it. Reclaim that which is yours.
As the aether flows into your soul crystal once more, from the depths of the fading abyss you hear a whisper.
It is not finished yet. Not yet. You will come and pray with me.
All right, damn kid. Probably was going to do that anyway, but you know. Am I going the right way? Oh, come ye wayward brothers. I mean, we're going into the Reach. We can never go home. Excuse me. There's a dungeon in the Reach? Have I done that yet? I don't really know that I've done... I don't remember many of the dungeons.
Oh, storm of blood approach. A storm of blood approaches fast. Hell's open, heavens weep. For no one's soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach.
Oh, do I need to... I have to pray. Into the rock I go. Or not. Now let's try it, now that I had it selected. I pray before the destination. Oh, respect. Oops. It's not like right here or anything. Although he specifically said pray, so, you know, you could see why I would... Oh, my God. Yes. Didn't have it selected. Oh, my gosh. It's been a long day, okay? And I still have to go pick Gray up here in a minute.
What good are prayers to the dead? They have not ears to listen, nor eyes to see, our hearts to console.
not remains of them, saving fleeting recollections soon lost to time and to the abyss. We are left only with pain, a lingering sadness for names and faces consigned to oblivion. How are we to withstand this relentless onslaught which threatens to consume us? Is there no truth but this, that all men must die? Is this our world to suffer or to shape? The world is what we make of it. I by my sword. That is the truth. Indeed. We are only bound by the gods' laws, by choice. You have free will. It's yours to choose. We cannot save everyone, can we? Sometimes it's all we can do to save ourselves. Does any of it matter? What, if aught, have we wrought by our own hands? One last time, I gave you my word and I mean to keep it. But know this, every intervention has come at a cost, a sacrifice. When I have finished, naught will remain of me. But it does not have to be. For all our faults, for all our failures, we have made a difference. All the lives we have shattered, we can make them come together again. Time and death, our true enemies, need hold no power over us. I can make a place for you in my world. You need only ask. We should go back to Ishgard. You must miss Sid and Rie. Where are you guys at? Are you at the Forgotten Night? Yes, you are. Broken legs.
Spicy, I pray your trip to Garabania was productive. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I'm glad to hear you reclaim more of your ether. Oh, but wish the circumstances hadn't been so depressing. For Mist's sake, we shall have to see how he's feeling when he returns. No, as far as I'm aware, he has yet to return to Ishgard. He certainly isn't here, as you can see. Ah, goddammit. Don't tell me he decided to run away, just when I was beginning to trust the little bastard. No, I could still be wrong. He's earned a little trust. A few days' worth, no more.
Alright, well. I have to go pick up Gray, so I will pick up this recording later. Alright, we're back. Okay. Different day, different shirt, even. Wearing my IFJ shirt that I got from my Threadless store. Because I always buy my own crap. I gotta test it out first. But yes, we're back. We're gonna finish the Dark Knight quests. Last time we left, we had Sidurgu and Rie waiting in the Forgotten Night. And, well, yeah, we have to figure out what's going on with Mist. Our compromise. You knew from the first that there was only one way this could end.
God's damn it, Mist. We're gonna have to track him down and make him return the remainder of the aether he stole from you, aren't we? He said that when he'd finished, naught would remain of him. Bloody vague and ominous, to say the least. We'll just have to press him for answers when we find him.
He can't disappear.
You saw him last at Rogers reaching Garabania, yes? We'll start there.
I'm going too. I won't take no for an answer. Sid's gotten better, but he's a long way from fully recovered. Besides, you'll need someone else to help you do the talking. Sid's no good at it.
What? Fine.
All right, back to Ralger's Reach. I also still have to do that thing where I get the, I go bid for a house. All right. Ethernet. Oh. Well, that would be pointless, wouldn't it?
Olger Ironheart.
I have a feeling maybe I'm... No, here it is. Resistance guard. There they are.
Looking for a young boy with long blue hair who kind of reminds me of Lady Isael, even though I've never met her? You say? Reckon I would remember someone like that if they'd come this way, and I don't. Spoke with a fellow before me during the changing the guard as we do, and he made a mention of anyone matching that description either.
He made no mention. Sorry. I can't read, apparently. It's like my brain goes cross-eyed because I try to read it so fast. I didn't realize you were wearing, like, an Australian fedora. Got Crocodile Dundee over here. That was a horrible accent, and I apologize for it. Crossing, crossing, crossing. Don't point that straight up, you ding-dong. Have you... Okay, look, I know I just broke range etiquette, but there's... You don't aim straight up, okay? Like, arrows generally arc when you fire them out, yes, but like, if you just go straight up, it's gonna... There's only one way it can come back, and that's straight down. And you're standing there. And arrows move fast, my dude. Faster than you'd think. And why aren't you getting on to me for breaking range etiquette? I'm annoyed with you.
Ah, the Beast Tamer. What? You're looking for that boy too, are you? I was watching some birds late the other night, and when I hear someone sulking about behind me, forgive me, I hear him saying, before he runs and disappears into the dark. Then I realize it's quiet, too quiet. Sleeping birds make noise, and mine ain't, because they're dead. Every last one of them, no wounds or any other obvious marks, but they lay there, like a life was sucked right out of them. I don't know how or why he did it, but there's no denying that he did. I demand recompense. If you find him, you bring him to me.
Oh no. Miss needs life energy. And that is not happening. Oh boy.
I don't like it.
Ah yes, I remember the long-haired boy. Very curious, with many questions about the nature of Aether. He conversed with one of the Adder Conjurers for a time. I know not what they discussed, but from his expression I gathered it was important. Is he trying to figure out how to stay alive, basically? Because he's scared. He doesn't want to die. But the only thing keeping him alive is the ether from my Soul Stone, my Dark Knight Soul Stone. And if that all goes away, is he trying to find a replacement for that? I love the look of Rogger's Reach. I just wish there was more to it. I mean, we had a great story arc here, but it just, you know, it's supposed to be like a big base, basically, for us and like for the Resistance, but it still feels kind of empty. I mean, it's not even the Resistance anymore. It's the Alamegan army.
Our inspector returns. Tell us, have you learned aught of Mist's whereabouts? Seen conversing with a conjurer and possibly killing chocobos. Not sure what to make of that. Though we can be sure he stayed here for a time. But perhaps no longer. We learned but moments ago from Gillo that I heard that a boy matching Mist's description was seen leaving the Reach. He is for the peaks, and so are we. For the peaks!
Ah, yes. This is the site of Spicy's second species extinction, where she canonically ate the last of a species. There was one male and one female left of the species, and she ate the female and then turned around and was like, I'm still hungry. But she didn't know it, obviously. We did like a fake documentary voice for it on Twitch. It was great. Hi, buddy.
No visible injuries, no bleeding. Aye, it's Rie. As Rie says, these beasts died for no discernible reason, just like the chocobos that man on the Reach claims Mist somehow killed.
They look kind of flat.
But it doesn't add up. Other than his singular magic, Mist was utterly helpless. Unless, was he always capable of this? But we know the answer already. He stole your Aether when we first met.
Even if he could do it, even if he did do it, why?
We'll ask him when we find him. And this time, you'll let me do the talking.
Come on, buddy. Come on, Leo.
Search the east. Rie and I will head south. We'll meet in between if we find naught, and if we do, either you will come to our aid or we to yours.
Come on. Come on, I know you can do it. And you don't have to use your claws. Come here. He wants to be in his Palmer's lap. My good little boy. Oh, you gotta get settled though. Okay. Oh yes, I know, but I have to. Okay. Well, we're not gonna have use of our mouse for a minute because I have to pet the boy. We're gonna pet the boy. Oh, I know, Mr. Lovey boy. Oh, who can't stay still. We'll get you some TRATSs after this. Okay?
As you survey your surroundings, you observe naught out of the ordinary, but on the edge of hearing, you hear a whisper to the southwest.
To the south and west, I say.
Ooh. My Aether compass is tingling.
That sounds weird to say. I see things. Things that might be happening.
Sidurgu!
Wait, who is with Rie?
It's his mother!
Oh, duty time. Duty. Ooby dooby.
7 hells, I hate being right. On your guard, Mist has shown his true colors. The Aether or whatever else he took from those beasts has given him tremendous strength. Contrary to his earlier warnings, conjuring another simulacrum wasn't the end of him. And of all the wonderful people he had to pluck from our memories, he chose Istra de Calignan. He knows why we're here, and this is his answer. He summoned the monster that haunts Rie in her dreams and sends her screaming for
But it's not Miss Mother, it's Rie's mother. That's right. I knew it was a mother, though.
Forgive me, Sid, but you gave me no choice.
Say your name, your real name.
Shall I ask you the same? Who holds the reins? Though it matters not, we are complicit, you and I. Can you remember why you came here? Can you even remember how many you killed? How many lives shattered? How many stories ended? Upon the surface of the crystal and carved the sins of the Dark Knight's past, and yours are beyond counting, beyond fathoming without end. Justice is an excuse, nobility is a lie, murder is murder. And though we are most definitely not without fault, it is this cruel, indifferent world which has made murderers of us all. But we need suffer no longer. I sought to make these broken souls whole one by one, when the the solution was much more simple. A world beyond pain and suffering and anguish and despair. A world beyond death. A world in which we never need to bid farewell to our dearest friends.
And how many beasts will you need to kill to make this world of yours? How much Aether will you consume to see it through? Bloody self-righteous sophistry from a mewling whelp. So your brilliant plan is to fill the world with simulacra of the dead, is it? And somehow, that's supposed to make everyone happy. Well, you're right about one thing, I'll grant you that. This world is brutal, uncaring, without logic or justice. No justice but that which we make for ourselves, and I'll be damned if I give it up so you can force your illusions upon us to assuage your guilt.
Did you not find comfort in your reunion with your master? Even though you knew it was a lie, did it not help to unburden your soul, to find a measure of peace in the madness? I am not your enemy, nor then or now. I will not fight you. All I ask is that you lead me to my duty. It's never too late to turn back. You are still a good person. You can still be a good person.
Gotta protect my boy.
So this is your answer. Maybe you cannot accept what needs to be done, but I can. Goodbye.
All right, here we go. Here we go now. Eastrid Godhand. I remember every face watching and waiting. I have a feeling this is going to be a multi-tiered battle. Because that is super easy so far. Maybe not. Maybe it was just really easy duty. But I don't think it was. It can't be that easy. You're okay, buddy. No. Sloppy. Oh. Ooh, I was not expecting them.
So many broken by this world and then by you. So many. Woe betide the man who stands opposed to the weapon of light, for death will be his reward, death for him and his kin and all that he holds dear. Woe betide the man who stands with the weapon of light, for death will be his reward, death for him and his kin and all that he holds dear. Like sands through the hourglass.
These are the days of our lives.
Sorry. Everything we fight so desperately to protect slips through our fingers. What remains is us. Only us in the memory of our sin. To walk this path is to suffer, to sacrifice.
Yay. Sloppy. God. Sorry. Justice demands no less. Oh. Oh. Is it Frey? Is Frey back? Serve, save, slave, Sele. I've sins aplenty, I, but regret not so much. Is it... And if she wouldn't listen to me, the embodiment of good sense and pragmatism, then what hope could you possibly have? A house divided cannot stand, you know. This childish rebellion ends now.
What in the seven hells is this?
Frey!
A compromise, I suppose. Our dear friend here refused to let me take the reins, but I wasn't about to stand idly by while that imbecile tries to do whatever it is he was trying to do.
No hard feelings about Whitebrim, eh? Promise not to stab you in the back?
It'll be just like old times.
Ho ho!
A Dark Knight needs a sword. Take mine.
No, this is wrong. This is all wrong.
I offer you peace, restitution, a chance to make amends. Do you think you're above it? Do not think that reckoning will be postponed indefinitely.
Ah, Frey is so cool.
When it comes, I shall welcome it with open arms. But today will not be that day, and you will not be the judge.
Yeah, buddy. The OG Dark Knight coming back. What a twist they didn't see coming. That's awesome. I love that we get to see Frey again.
We deal with the boy.
Again and again you killed. You feel nothing?
It bleeds like any other.
Basically, I think we just have to wear him out.
On a throne of bone she awaits.
Ooh. They are getting a little stronger now. Oh, they summoned the wad. Ooh. Frey, get out of the way. Ooh. Dip dippity doodah. Summoned the wad. A warrior of darkness. Ooh. Frey, can you please not take every hit? All right, the wad is down. The wad is down. Yeah, Frey, use your 1, 2, 3, please. Whoop. Getting out of the way. Frey! Oh, using a potion. Got it. Cool. That's fine. Ooh. The chorus falls silent in the abyss.
Finish this, Spicy, you soul leader.
Oh, reclaim my ether.
A reckoning will not be.
I did it!
Forgive me, I ask, I beg, I pray, but it never comes.
Mist the Delusionalist. I like that name.
Again they go to join the multitude in the black oblivion of the abyss.
Frey is so freaking cool.
Such is our lot, such is our fate of all, such is the fate of all who are born, to suffer and to die. Do not seek forgiveness, for it will not ease the burden it weighs as it should.
But what of the lost? Do they not deserve to live again? They do, in our hearts and our souls and our memories. No one likes having to say goodbye, but it's part of life. That's what makes the time we share together so precious. You can't obsess over the mistakes of the past, or you'll lose sight of the future, of the people still with us, who need us more than ever.
The greatest strength is born of the flame in the abyss.
Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. Listen. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you.
Oh, like a heartbeat. That was perfect. I love that. Thank you. That was all I've ever wanted. So this is it. One last parting. One final farewell after a fashion. In your darkest hour, in the blackest night, think of me, and I will be with you, always. For where else could I go? Who else could I love but you?
Ah, so badass.
I loved that. That was so good. Gondilebod. Forgotten Night.
Eustacia.
And broken legs.
You'll forgive us for returning to Ishgard ahead of you, I hope. I needed some time to think of everything that happened in Garabania. I won't pretend to know everything you've been through in your life. A man can never truly understand what's in another's heart, and probably not their own, for that matter. I'm pretty much rambling at this point, but I suppose what I'm trying to say is that I'm grateful for everything you've done for me and Rie. I like you, I respect you, and I'll always be here for you if you need me. We're fellow walkers of the path, after all, and friends, I'd like to think.
I've been wondering. Mist appeared at the same time the soul crystal cracked, yes? But which happened first, and why then and there?
Damned if I know. Does anyone truly understand how soul crystals work? What matters is the fact that the crystal and Spicy have been made whole. That said, a heart bleeds, a man weeps, and a soul burns. Thence comes the darkness to consume. And few hearts have bled as much as hers.
Speaking of bleeding, I think your wounds have reopened. If you would sit, it would be much easier for me to tend to them. You should get some rest too, Spicy. Not all your wounds are so obvious.
Out of the mouths of babes and sucklings, praise Halone. She's right, though. No need to overdo it by running off to the next battle just yet. If you must put one foot in front of the other, though, why don't you go back to where this whole damn mess began? Maybe you'll have an epiphany.
Return where it all began.
Saint Valorant's Forum.
That's not where it all began, though. It was over here by the last vigil. Torstaffers. That last line, I have a theory about who it could be. And it's not. What troubles you, Mistress Moon? Ah, but of course, 'tis bitterly cold this day. At times like these, one should be warming themselves by the fire. So I'm trying to remember Count Edmund de Fortamp's voice that I did. Not a day goes by without your name being spoken, you know. The soldiers and merchants often bring us news of your latest exploits. That said, to hear it from the hero herself would be much preferable. But there would be no expectation were you to call on us. The pleasure of your company alone would be more than enough. Rare though I expect it would be in the days to come, but your destiny was never to remain here, was it? Though a part of me wishes that you would. Forgive me, I find myself growing more and more sentimental in my old age, and in working on my memoirs, I have had to reflect on the darker chapters of my life. Haurchefant lived his to the fullest, and if his story is preserved for generations to come, then I should be glad of it. My heart is breaking all over again. You'll always have a place here, Spicy, for you are family now. Now go. Do not let me keep you from your labors. The world waits for none, not even you. Was it Haurchefant? You hear a whisper and are filled with warmth. The Blackest Night. This concludes the Dark Knight quests for Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. Register your... You must have completed the role quest to have Love and Lost. Once you have done so, the next Dark Knight... Nice! Well, we did it. We did it. We finished the Dark Knight quest, and we have a fancy new move. I'm excited. I think that was Haurchefant. I think that was a little nod that it was Mist was baby Haurchefant. I think his soul just couldn't be, like he just needed that. But damn, that was good. That was really good. What did you think of the Dark Knight quests? I had a blast doing them. I can't wait to get into Shadowbringers and do even more. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I love Dark Knight as a job and as a job quest. I think out of everything that I've played, and Spicy's played a few different classes so far. I mean, she started off as a pugilist and got all the way to a monk. Warrior, we switched to warrior pretty quick once we found that, because I kind of like tanking. I think it fits my play style. She is also a samurai though. Like she does a lot of deeps. I'm not much of a healer in games. I could probably do it, and I probably will have a character who goes through it at some point. Maybe my I know my self-insert Hyek will definitely. He has some healing stuff that he'll probably end up learning, although he is a Weaver main so far. And I have a lot to play through with him still. But something about Dark Knight, just the quest, the look, the feel of the way everything, the combat and stuff goes, is just really fantastic. And I love it so much. And I'm very happy with how that played out. And I really do think that was like a mixture maybe of Haurchefant and Ysayle. and their souls needing to, you know, I don't know. They had the look, but I'm very excited by that. That was so good. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below. And while you're there, maybe hit that like and subscribe button because it really does help the channel out. I know I have been gone, but I finished this recording. I'm going to go and record more right now. So please tell me, what do you want to see? Do you want to see more Final Fantasy XIV? I'm recording some more Fear Friday soon, so be on the lookout for that. I'm going to try to get some stuff done for Halloween. We have a lot coming. And if you want more of me, you know, because I can't post here as regularly as I want to, I do stream every Sunday Final Fantasy XIV over on Twitch, twitch.tv/ImaginaryFriendJack, where you can find me, come hang out. You could get this live. Yeah, think about that. And of course, if you want to support the channel even more, you can always go to my merch links. You can go to my Threadless store where you can get t-shirts like the one I'm wearing with some of my art and stuff on it. And you could find Spicy Moon stickers and stuff like that. That is just ImaginaryFriendJack.com/ImaginaryFriendJack.threadless.com. Sorry, I'll make sure that is written out there so that way I don't mess it up again. But with all that being said, I hope that no matter where you are in the world, you are happy, healthy, and well, and having a wonderful rest of your day, your evening, and that you have a great week. And we will see you next time, everybody. Bye!